Once you receive your clock from Dominion, there are a few steps needed in order to set it up. The first thing you will need to do is mount the clock on the wall. The clock comes with a mounting bracket and screws. There will also be a leveling guide and measuring tape that can be used if needed. Once the clock is mounted on the wall, use the power cord and Ethernet cable provided in the box. Plug both cords into the clock and the wall. This will power the clock on. Once the clock is powered up, the next step is getting the clock connected to the internet. Go to the menu. To access the menu, hit the M key on the bottom right of the keyboard. Once you are in the menu, select the COM icon by arrowing over and using the M button to select. Next, select Network. You can assign IP addresses manually. If you do this, you'll need to make sure to update the gateway and DNS. The second option is to turn on the DHCP option. This will automatically pull an IP address from your network. Once you have an IP address assigned to the clock, go back to the check-in menu. Here, you will see a barrel with a globe in the top right corner. If you do not see a red X in the globe, that means the clock is connected to the internet. If you do see a red X on the globe, try unplugging the clock from the wall and then plugging it back in. If the red X is still present, you may not have a connection. Check to make sure the Ethernet cable is plugged in and the port cable it is plugged into is active. To enroll users, go back to the menu using the bottom right M button on the keyboard. Select User Management, then select New User. Populate the ID number field with the employee number that is set up in Dominion. It is very important that the number on the clock matches the number in Dominion. The system identifies a punch and who it belongs to using the ID number. Next, select the Enroll FP field. The clock will ask the employee for their fingerprint 3 times. Then a green box will show successful registration. Make sure the quality is at least 70%. If it is lower, you can re-register the fingerprint. Once you are done, hit the Escape button. This will bring you back to the previous screen. Hit the Escape button one more time and it will ask you if you want to save the changes. Pressing the M button will save the employee in the clock. If you are a new client receiving a clock, employees may already be registered. If that is the case, you will want to go to User Management, arrow over to Management to edit the users and enroll fingerprints. If you are not registering user fingerprints, the clock also accepts cards and passwords in order to punch. These are set up on the same screen. If you have multiple clocks, employers use Attendance Manager software to upload and delete users from multiple clocks. See the user manual included with the clock on downloading and using the Attendance Manager application.